again for another Legends Legacy review, and we're sticking with Toy Biz. We're sticking in the old school. We have Genis-Vell, a figure that, I don't really know much about as far as the character is concerned and his history in the comics. I know a little bit, enough to at least kind of recognize him. This figure to me harkens back to late 90s, early 2000s when Mar-Vell were kind of struggling to find their way. They were trying to crawl their way out of bankruptcy.
I declare bankruptcy!
They had sold off all of their movie rights to different studios, because what's the worst that could happen there? And they were trying to create like new comics that were gonna, populate the shelves and hopefully drum up some more interest. And one of them was Captain Mar-Vell, who was in this case Rick Jones, the Hulk ally. He would have the nega bands, as you see on the wrists here, and when he would bash the nega bands together, he would become Captain Mar-Vell or Genis-Vell. I think it was like Genis-Vell was a separate entity who would like inhabit his body, a bit like Thor would with what was the name of the Doctor who would stamp his cane and become Thor? Donald Blake. That was it. It was Donald Blake and Thor. I think it was a similar kind of deal. I might be hugely wrong, and if I am, then I'm sure you guys will tell me. But the actual Captain Mar-Vell Genis-Vell figure here, I really like for a Toy Biz figure, which normally I shy away from Toy Biz because I feel they don't hold up that well as far as fitting in with Marvel Legends, the Hasbro ones is concerned. I feel that there's a bit too much of a distinction between the character designs, but this one is a little bit more modern and I think really works to fit in with what's currently on the shelves. You take a look, the proportions. There's none of these sort of slightly unusual caricature type proportions here. He's put together like a modern Marvel legend. He has the standard Toy Biz hand articulation, finger articulation, which in this case looks kind of odd because his fingers are all straight. He doesn't make a fist, he just kind of bends all of his fingers together. So it just makes sense, I think, to just have them flat and not really bothering anyone. And he can bunch his other hand up into a fist, which again, if you just keep it as a fist, I think works fine. What this figure really has going for it is just how beautiful the translucent plastic is. The bright shining blue. I'm trying to sort of angle him towards the sun so that you can see it. It doesn't really do it justice, but this figure looks so pretty. And the fact I caught him.
And the fact I caught him.
There you go. See, harkening back to my Onslaught review, that's the problem. That's the problem right there. You can't trust him. I knew it was going to happen. I had Piglet on my lap. She was like, "Screw it, I'm out of here. I'm not gonna wait for another figure to fall on top of me." All right, no, the Spinatron 5000 is still intact, and let's see if I can win back Piglet's trust. I don't know if I can. Piggy, come here, Piggy. It's all right. Come on. Good girl. Come on. I'm not gonna let anything fall on you, I promise. Whoa. There you go. I love you. You complete me. All right, where were we? So, Captain Mar-Vell, Genis-Vell. There you go, you're comfortable again. Genis-Vell is a figure that holds up over time. Again, with the white hair and the red top with the lovely gold star in the middle. And also you can see he actually has some nice dark wash shading on him as well that really brings out his abdominals and all the muscles on the back. Something that Hasbro often fail at. Their characters look very, very plain all over. I got puppy hair. The characters fail in that regard very often with Hasbro because they don't have that shading. Whereas with Toy Biz, it really pays off. Throw in all the dots of stars on the legs as well, giving that kind of cosmic galaxy kind of look to him. So cool. I really dig this. Plus, also, as I said before when I unboxed him, if I'm lying, I'm dying, but this face sculpt right here is Cody Rhodes from AEW, especially with the white hair as well. I swear I'm not going crazy. That's just, I mean, granted, this figure was made about 10 years before Cody Rhodes became Cody Rhodes, but there you go. Somehow they say Simpsons predict the future. Well, Toy Biz absolutely nailed this human being before he actually grew into looking like that. Really kind of funny, that one. Anyway, I really dig this figure. And like I was saying, with the bright translucent blue, with the dark red, some gold there, it just makes me wonder, Brad, what bar is Genis-Vell?
Well, Dave, Genis-Vell is a kind of mixture of red and blue with a little bit of gold and white. So I'm thinking third place for him goes to a Smirnoff Seltzer, red, white and berry, because it kind of picks up like the sparkles on his leg and so on. Second place, well, that goes to a blue ribband dark bar, because that really picks up so like his gold, his red, his blue. It's more the full package. However, first place, it has to go to a pack of President full flavor smokes, because it's just the full package, a bit like him. Anyway, back to you, Dave.
And that was a typically fantastic What Bar segment. Thank you, Brad. Now then, let's take a look at where we're going to put this guy on the Legends Legacy ranking.
While Genis-Vell might be an older figure, I gotta put him quite high because I love the colours, I love how vibrant he is, and he does fit with more modern figures. So he's breaking into the upper echelon of more recent Hasbro. I can't put him too high because he does still show his age a little bit, but I can put him in a solid number 13 on the Legends Legacy ranking.
And that might be the highest Toy Biz ranking that we might get at all. I really like this figure. He was a surprise hit for me, and I think he's gonna stand the test of time. He's made it this far along, our own Legends scale timeline, and I could happily put this figure next to Venompool, and he wouldn't look out of place. He could, God knows, he actually would look like a far better figure than half of that wave. You put him next to Venom Miles, and I know what figure I would rather have on display on my shelves. So, Genis-Vell, bravo and kudos. You get a high ranking on the Legends Legacy review. Folks, I hope you enjoyed that review. If you did, then you know all the buttons to click. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Chill.